Who are we here to see? Wow, that didn't even need any rehearsal. That was pretty good. That's who I'm here to see, too. And, okay, so they told me he'd come from backstage, but I don't see. We've been having some issues getting people to and from the green room. Apparently there's some sort of timey-wimey space thingy going on. People are getting lost and... Wait. What? No way. Is that Paul McGann? So what was it like? I've got to ask, see, the internet exploded when Night of the Doctor hit. And I'm on Twitter a lot. I'm on Twitter a lot. Speaking of segues, are you on Twitter?
I am on Twitter.
How can people find you on Twitter?
Well, they can find, I have 3 guises on Twitter, and it's your task to find out which ones. It's perfectly obvious, but I have 2 others as well. And sometimes I harangue myself. It's probably quite revealing. I probably should just make better use of my time than going on lambasting myself on the internet. I kind of like it. I resisted for ages. It's a bit like Hugh Laurie. You know, Hugh Laurie's been on Twitter a few months. And I follow him now. It's really worthwhile. He posts some fantastic messages. But probably like Hugh Laurie, I was a bit suspicious of it. But now I like it. But a bit like these conventions, I was hugely suspicious of these kind of conventions for years, and then did one. And realised it was such a hit. I'm just a kind of I'm a doubter. I think I'm a skeptic. It takes me a while to get a plan. Get used to it.
Well, I would say the groupies alone wouldn't keep me coming out.
Groupies?
Groupies? No groupies? Dude, seriously, you.
I get some strange messages. That is, I do get some strange messages. Some kind of ardent. I get the odd marriage proposal, the odd death threat. No. Seriously, it's part of the chorus. Yeah, they're out there, that's it. Yeah, people want you vanished. It's all rough and tumble, isn't it, really? It's all perfect.
Way to bring the room down, Paul.
That reminds me of McCoy. McCoy tells a story being in Texas, doing one of these things, and they took the Q&A from the floor, and somebody said to him, Mr. McCoy, do you ever worry about being shot? And he said, until that moment, it's not something that he'd ever even considered. And it was a little like this configuration now, and he said, and he had 40 minutes to go, and over the next 40 minutes, he said, he slowly stood and worked his way around the back of the guy's chair. Okay. I'm on my own here, folks. That's a true story. I wish he was here to verify it. You don't have to believe it.
All right, back on topic, I guess. So, Night of the Doctor.
The thing about Night of the Doctor is it went out on its own. When, as you probably have guessed now, it should have gone out on the 22nd, 23rd, whenever the 50th was. The big program. It was going to be, to supplement that. But Moffat said he was forced to release it early because it was going to be leaked, which is the world we live in. So, and I've noticed that because a couple of days before I noticed a couple of stills, photos of the system to come, and someone had tweeted some dialogue that I said, the doctor says in the thing. So it was obvious that someone knew that he'd come and leaked it. And on my birthday, funny enough.
Happy birthday, Paul!
And he, on the 14th, and he sent me a message saying, look, quick birthday present, it's going to go out within an hour. And this is like 11 in the morning UK time. He said, if it doesn't go out now, someone's going to leak it by lunchtime, so away you go. So, for all of the good things, I don't know, you just can't keep a secret now, it's going to be good. So, when you consider so many hundreds of people work on these things, it's too tempting. Some technician or some sound guy or whatever. And they just stick it out there, please. Oh, Jean Ralph. Where she is now? 50 years later. And I had a little gold suit. And there was these rooms above the Co-op supermarket in Kensington in Liverpool where we lived. And we learned all of this. My parents were dancers, I think they must have met as people did in the 50s. On a dance floor. So my mum was keen, but I loved it. So I was so shy. But it might be useful. And they gave me a certificate and everything, and I was kind of proud. But Gene chucked me for some big guy. It's a story of my life. Some street that seems about 6 feet away. Maybe I've never noticed me. So I'm rambling now.
No, you're basically saying the story of half the guys in this room.
I'm glad of that. But it's good to be able to dance, I'm not whatever it was I had then, I've lost it now. I wish I could dance.
Really?
I wish I had the confidence.
Can you ballroom dance? Still? Like if I pull a lady out of the audience right now who didn't have a ballroom dance, do you think you could ballroom dance with them? You wonder? Who knows how to ballroom dance? Is there a woman here who's very good at ballroom dancing?
I knew I was going to regret saying this. You know what?
Someone's pointing at a blonde right over there. I see her. No?
Later. I'll tell you, I'll fall over and you'll have to revive me and tell me. I'll get up once again and see the stage.
Alright. I don't want to put either of you on the spot.
Well, look at that guy's scarf. This is fantastic.
Speaking of Night of the Doctor, I know with things, when shorts are produced for the internet, I'm sure they're done almost as quickly, if not quicker than for television. In your estimation, between the time you got the call from Stephen Moffat and the time you guys were shooting it, about how much time do you think passed?
Just maybe 2 weeks. We were in Australia, so to get back. We shot it in a day, one day and a bit, in Cardiff. And I went, in fact I was driven to Cardiff, or driven into Cardiff anyway, in a car with blacked out windows. And I've never been down there in all the years that they've made the series. I've never been invited down, so I've not gone down. I've seen the Blue World thing. I've never been there. And when I arrived, I think it was a Monday, and on the Saturday prior to that, they'd finished the special. 3D special. So it was like Mary Celeste. We were in the studio, we shot this one beige thing in the corner of this studio with the skeleton crew. And we were told right from the off that it was going to be a secret thing, can you please keep it quiet. Even in the hotel that night that they put me in, it was under a different name. It was kind of nice, it was like being in a thriller. But already, within a couple of weeks, some kid tweeted me. So my friend saw you in the hotel. What are you doing? Care to comment? The other way they say like, care to comment?
That wasn't me, was it?
No.
For the minisode, did you have any input as to how you would look?
No.
Just that this is the way you can dress?
Yeah. I like the look of it. I like the boots. The boots are cool. I think there was a choice over the boots, but the rest was, it's just here it's hanging up, put it on. I was happy to. And no way. Very good. That made me very happy.
What was your favorite scene to film in the movie?
In the movie, 17 years ago, favorite scene I think was when we with the green screen thing, riding on the motorbike. I like that. I like that. Because the laughter was genuine. You see it. I did enjoy that. And I enjoyed kissing Daphne. As well. It doesn't happen often. Come on, you know. Someone was paying me to do it. So.
That was my favorite scene, too.
So there you go.
Yeah, the doctor, all right.
Slightly more recent question. You were also in the Five-ish Doctors reboots.
Yeah. Apparently it was fantastic. Isn't it? Everyone's really pleased with it.
Fantastic, and as you can tell, popular. If there's anything you'd like to say about that.
I did 1 hour. Seriously, 1 hour. It was the only, because I was in the theatre in Ireland, and I came over, and that's all the time I had. Hence the beard, that's why I was bearded. And he said, come on, you've got to get you in it, we'll squeeze you in it at some point. So literally just an afternoon we did that. And then I hear that Peter Jackson was in it, Ian McKellen was in it, Moffat himself turned up in it. Great idea. Yeah, that's a real feather in Peter Davison's cap, I think. There's a lot of work for him. And I'm really glad that it turned out well. He's a brilliant man on the quiet. Don't tell him I told you that.
Well, make someone show it to you this weekend. It's really excellent. Thank you.
I will, I'll see it.
My favorite doctor.
You seem like a very discerning woman.
Great wisdom people. No. My question was about the list of names in Night of the Doctor.
Yeah.
Was the reason Grace wasn't mentioned a contract thing with Fox or?
Yeah, Daphne told me this morning that I didn't know why. Again, that had escaped me. But she said that there was the BBC don't own the name. But Doctor Who's like that, you know. As you know, the Daleks are owned by one team and the Cybermen by another team. So it's a common problem. It's a shame.
I've also heard that the novel written by, I think, one of our guests here, Vampire Science, you're in that novel, and the doctor in that was supposed to be Grace. They had contract issues again, and it's kind of a shame.
Yeah, partly you must then all have a summit, don't you, and sort it out.
Yeah.
Bring everything into common ownership. If that's not too socialistic for American folks. But, Dr. Barr. No, I think they should do that, and perhaps try and resolve these little issues, because they piss people off, don't they? You've got to be careful of treading on people's toes, and that's not how it should be.
I just want to say it was so awesome to see you again. I actually left I pretty much left the internet because I was one of those people that wanted to avoid spoilers. And 3 of my friends messaged me, you have to see this. And I just started crying because it was just so awesome to see you again. To have all that.
So on the 14th, if it was 1 in the afternoon in the UK, what time did the mini episode go out here? Was it the night before, or was it? Or was it later in the evening? Or 7 a.m.? Right, so you woke up to it. And so what did you do? Kind of ring around and say, quick, turn the internet on them? That's kind of cool.
Tumblr exploded. I don't know if you search your tag. It was amazing. I used to listen to your audience as I was falling asleep in bed, but I stopped that.
Madam, it's good to be of service.
About 3 times, I'm falling asleep listening to your voice and waking up 4 hours later with Daleks screaming in my ears. That's all happened.
Thank you.